All right, we're going live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the stream. We had technical difficulties. I'm your host, George. If you're just joining us, but you already know that. To my right, it's Tim.
Well, you already know that.
And behind the cam, Nick. How's it going, Nick?
What's up, everyone?
I'm hoping it works right now. This is episode 17 of Valley Sports Podcast live, the Phillip Rivers edition, the Matt Martin edition, episode. The Mike Wallace edition. But we're back. We're back on stream. So instead of just picking up where we left, why don't we just restart, pretend nothing happened? This is Valley Sports Pod, second episode live stream, and it's Thanksgiving week. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Where's everyone going this week? Anyone have any great plans?
No.
You don't like?
I go to my grandma's.
Yeah.
I got a hot take. I think Thanksgiving is top 2 holiday.
One of my favorites. I just never have all for it.
I like it leading into
the holidays.
Yeah,
Black
into
Friday.
the holidays, and then after that, the world goes.
You know, there's a lot of people online that argue that Christmas on NBA is better than NFL on Thanksgiving, and I think that's the worst take in history.
I mean, I think it's kind of just a stupid take. Like, a game could be bad. It's the tradition aspect. I mean, it's Thanksgiving and football. Like that. That's what
Olivia said. George, Timmy, can you say a full sentence? George, stop talking. No, to test it.
Yeah. So basically, like what I was just saying. Yeah. What do you want me to say? I don't know.
Just talk. Talk about anything.
You talk about anything.
No, we're testing the mic.
Okay. Yeah. So I think Thanksgiving.
How was work? Yeah. Talk about work.
I don't want to talk about work. It's a podcast. What is she saying?
No, I'm just reading diabolical outfits. I mean, I'm wearing the jersey of the one player on the New York Football Giants that doesn't make me profusely vomit.
She said it's better, but Timmy's mic has a little echo on it.
Blasphemous. And
all right. We were talking about Thanksgiving. So first game of the day is Packers and Lions. And both teams are fighting in a very, very stacked division. The Chicago Bears are first in that division. Did you expect that if in August when we started this podcast, I would have told you the Bears, the Colts, and who was the other one I was thinking of? The Patriots.
Panthers.
The Patriots are all first place in their division. Would you have believed me?
What about the Panthers?
The Panthers are first?
Aren't they?
I don't think so because I think the Bucks are 6-5.
I thought the Panthers were 7-5.
6-6. They lost last night. Yeah.
Well,
Sean said, "Why does Timmy sound like a girl now?"
Oh my fucking God! Would you stop? I'm not in the mood.
We're having a fun podcast. It's all right. All right, relax. We're just here to have fun. But I think the Packers are the biggest fraud in the NFL right now.
No, I still think the Colts are.
Nick, who do you think is the biggest fraud in the NFL?
The Bills.
Why do you say that?
Josh Allen turns over the ball a lot more than people want to admit, and they don't run a good offense. They don't use James Cook enough sometimes. Sometimes they'll stop running the ball, and their defense kind of could let up big plays. But I feel like people aren't talking about how many turnovers Josh Allen has this year.
They're not a Super Bowl team, like at all.
No, I honestly don't even think they're like they barely look like a playoff team half the time, honestly. Like
they beat up on bad teams, but they didn't
beat up on Miami. Division, and it's different.
Even Brady always had trouble when he went down to Miami. I think Miami's home field is really an underrated aspect.
Home field and also just the division aspect. They're always going to play tough against division.
Carter in the chat says Broncos versus Rams Super Bowl. Love that. I think honestly, that's my hot take. If the Broncos get the first seed, I think they'll win the AFC.
Timmy, have the Rams converted you yet?
I am sort of still in limbo on that one. I mean, they're insane. Like the fact that they have how old is he now? 37?
37.
Yeah, Stafford at quarterback, and he's having literally one of the best years he's ever had. Is just insane.
So I want to ask you guys this question, and I'll ask the chat, everyone watching. If Matthew Stafford wins the MVP, takes this team to the Super Bowl, and wins his second ring, do you think he's in the top 5 all-time talks?
Ooh, I don't know about that. He was injured so much, dude. He was so
He's got the
injured
numbers.
all the time. I know, but the numbers don't always mean it. Like, throwing him in top 5 all time is
Do you
I think a bit much.
He would jump Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Well, you're an Aaron Rodgers hater.
Well, I mean, my thing with Aaron Rodgers is I didn't think he was a winner. I thought he was a stat patter. And you saw in Green Bay all those years, minus the one Super Bowl year, they would lose in the first or excuse me, the divisional round or the championship game. Stafford at least has, gotten it done. And I mean, Rodgers did too, but that was also a weird year.
George, not to interrupt, but I don't see them live on the TikTok.
I'll explain that.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
Okay, so ignore me.
But Nick, do you think if Stafford wins this second ring with this season he's having, is he going to be in top 5 talks?
Yeah, he could be. I had that go over in my head.
Yeah.
I feel like people also put too much weight into rings. Like even if he doesn't win a ring, is he not one of the best quarterbacks of our generation?
Our generation, yes.
I feel like people just need the rings to.
I mean, it's a stat. Winning's a stat. If you're a quarterback,
it is a stat,
and you don't
but like
win
it helps.
Super Bowl,
It helps your
brings
case.
you down big time.
It helps your
because
case, but like
it means you could not get it done. Like you're the guy you couldn't win.
I mean, I don't fault Marino for not winning a Super Bowl, and I still have him top 5 all time.
I'm not even saying like in a personal aspect. I'm just saying that's how people are going to look at it. Is if you're a great quarterback and you don't win a ring, they're always going to be like, yeah, well, you just weren't good enough, though.
Yeah, I think it looks worse if you went to the dance and didn't get it done, like you performed bad. Like Matt Ryan could have put himself in some really interesting conversations if he finished that year with that Super Bowl.
I think that he would have honestly landed in the same spot he's going to land. Like he was someone who always had a good team around him. He could handle pressure, like, coming at him sometimes, but he always would, choke. It's Matty Ice or whatever they like to call him, which I never understood because I'm like.
So I'm happy you brought up like him choking. Which catch do you think is more forgotten? The Fitzgerald touchdown in that Super Bowl or the Julio catch that should have sealed the game in 28-3?
I'm gonna say probably the Julio catch is more forgotten about, even though the Fitzgerald one is up there.
Yeah.
I feel like no one remembers anything good that happened to the Falcons that game. Because it's just the way
That game
it ended,
is-
the way
that
it
game
ended,
is-
people are like, I don't care.
That game
Yeah.
is a 1-quarter game, like literally.
Literally.
It's actually a hilarious thing because the Falcons destroyed them for 3 straight quarters, whether it was pick sixes or Devontae Freeman was running all over them.
Yeah.
Like,
what was the moment that you thought, like, wow, they're going to blow this?
The Edelman catch.
yes, and I think they blew it when right after the
Or
Julio,
he get the sack out of field goal range.
right after the Julio catch, he gets sacked. I'm like, yeah, they're blowing this game.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was the most textbook.
Because you literally have to just scream at him on the sideline. Anything you do, don't get sacked. Don't take the sack. And he took the sack.
Our number one fan said James Harrison catch. No, that's definitely not. That's definitely not forgotten. We're talking about forgotten plays in Super Bowl history. But yeah, that's honestly probably a top 3 play in the history of the NFL.
Yeah. The James Harrison?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I still
Easily.
argue that it's probably the best play in Super Bowl history.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm biased.
helmet catch, I know.
I'm biased to the helmet catch.
Do you even remember his name?
David Tyree.
Yeah, well, it seemed like I'm biased to
Pepe Le Pew or
Porky Pig.
Porky Pig.
This guy's good.
So that game was so interesting to me because like that was the year Brady got suspended.
Yeah.
And that was the year like Goodell did not want him winning again. They go into this game against a Falcons team that I wouldn't even call it Cinderella story. It was more of like they just had like a perfect run. They were busting up everyone they play.
Yeah.
They went to the NFC title game and fucking mollywhopped the Packers.
God.
Like
destroyed.
Like absolutely embarrassed them. They go to the Super Bowl and it looked like they were going to embarrass the Patriots, something no team ever did in history.
In a Super Bowl.
In a Super Bowl. Yeah. Like Brady's been blown out in like the AFC title game or the wild card before, but no one ever blew him out in the Super Bowl, and he came back and won that game. It's just mind-blowing.
I hate it.
I know you hate it. That's why I love talking about it. But at 4 o'clock on Thanksgiving, when everyone's done eating and sitting on the couch ready for a nap, the Chiefs will go to Dallas to keep their season alive because they were in deep, deep trouble last week, down 20-9 to the Colts. And if they lost, their season was probably over because the Jaguars won and they have the tiebreaker over them.
I know I hate giving Verge credit on things, but he was right about the NFL will not let them lose this game.
Unfortunately, but they did cover.
Yeah,
at least they covered.
They covered, yeah, but still.
I told you, man, there was no chance in hell, like Vince McMahon says, that they were losing that game.
I was watching the thing of, when Hogan does the when he's on SmackDown and him and Vince have the rivalry, and he's like, he stutters on. He's, let me say it for you one more time. If you thought I was just the right gay guy.
I thought you were going to bring up the lie detector test.
Oh, no, that's hilarious. But I'm talking.
Keep it like in front, because when you turn it, sometimes I don't hear you.
Can't hear me.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear me, sir.
He during that time he left because of what do they call creative differences?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all that. Yeah. So
Lions.
I think the Lions will take this one, but I think it'll be close because I think once again, like I keep saying, like a broken record every week. If you stop the run, you can stop Detroit. So I think I don't know, but Gibbs just looks unstoppable. Maybe it's just
a freak.
It's also because the Giants defense is just that
bad.
Wait,
we didn't. Speaking of the Giants defense, we didn't talk about that.
Oh, yes. I'm so happy. Hold on.
He's got to get the sound effect.
No. Oh, I could do that too. This is why. And our friend Thomas has been celebrating for days. He's gone forever. We never have to see him again. Was he the worst hire in the history of the Giants?
I would have to. I feel like deep in the card, there probably would be one that could compete, but he's the worst. Joe Judge was a pretty bad head coach.
I was gonna say Joe Judge.
That was a pretty horrible.
Has anyone from the Belichick tree ever done well outside of the Patriots? I can't think of one.
Not that I can think of. I feel like they always get hyped up as like proteges, and then it's like
Matt Patricia was horrific.
Oh, he was.
And then it's like, oh, it turns out that
Joe
doesn't
Judge
work.
terrible. Josh McDaniels had 2 terrible stints. You would think fool me once, shame on you, and the Raiders tried it again like idiots. And now he's back in New England killing it as an offense coordinator.
There are some people who are just meant to be coordinators.
I love that we said that at the exact same time.
Yeah,
I'll name another one, Cliff Kingsbury.
Yes, exactly. Because we watch both of our teams hire coordinators as head coaches every other year. I hate it. I don't. I know that the Jets are going to give Glenn another year, and I think that they should, honestly. But
Galladay was the worst hiring. He was the worst signing. Honestly. You know who was a bad signing, Nick? Remember Olivier Vernon? He was pretty terrible for us. The defensive end.
Yeah, but I was just thinking more of coaching staffs.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about bad signings. Le'Veon Bell didn't do much for the Jets.
Oh yeah, that was pretty. Talk about a ruined career. You're the best.
Ruined his own career.
You're the best running back in the league, and you just like hold out for an entire season.
Content. See, that's what showed it right there. If anybody that young and that good is content holding out an entire season, they don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you waste a prime year of your career and you just didn't care.
I don't think it's talked about enough about how much talent they wasted, the Steelers.
Oh God, that kid was so good.
And then they had Antonio Brown, who's an all-time great receiver.
Yeah, but he did his own things.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the whole wasted talent aspect.
Yeah.
And then And then the funny part is that all held together by Ben Roethlisberger, a guy who's a saint in quotation marks.
Big saint. Yeah.
And then I think the Giants should, in fact, try to make it work with Schoen, but I don't know. That's just me. He hasn't been horrific.
I'm not a Schoen hater. I feel like I know Giants fans don't like to hear it, but if you're patient, it might come together. But they do need the right coach.
There's no New York team that's the P word. Patient.
Yes. We shouldn't have to be at this point with the amount of crap we put up with.
The Jets. The Jets only. The Jets only.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only teams that aren't allowed to be patient are in New York are Knicks, Jets, and Islander fans. Honestly.
Yeah.
Mets.
I was gonna say change Mets with Islanders there.
Yeah, but the Islanders haven't won anything in like 50 years either.
I feel like,
but the point, you go ahead now.
I feel like the problem with patience is that like some of these teams are successful but don't have rings recently to show for it.
Yeah,
like there's good runs, but people want to get the parade.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some. Yeah, I saw some the other day. Dumbest question in the history of the world. Someone goes, would you rather have a 15-year stretch where you're good every year and then you lose in either like the semifinals or the finals, or you're bad for 14 of those years and win once? Like that is the
how is that even a question?
Just win once.
I just want to win. At least, like the last year of your career or anything? Like
no, as a fan of the team.
Still win once.
As someone who's experienced the first one as a Yankee fan, I'll win once. I'd rather the Yankees go under if you told me from 2017 to now the Yankees were under 500 every year except for 1 year they won the World Series, I would be happier. I'm angrier now, and they're amazing every year.
The thing with that is that you wouldn't know when they're sucking all those years that you're gonna get a ring out of it, so you would just be angry.
True.
Like if you're a fan.
It's what was the name of that guy? The coach or manager of the 76ers. He did the trust the process thing for like 4 years. He just kept saying trust the process.
I don't remember his name, but I know exactly what you're talking about. It's when they got Embiid and then Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and they literally tanked,
and that changed the lottery system.
Yeah, it did, because they were like, "Hey, it's broken. It's been broken always, but now specifically, this is broken."
So, well, honestly, you know what? Before we jump into the NFL, I'm happy. I keep saying I'm happy, but I am happy. You said that you brought up the NBA. I want to talk about the LA Clippers destroyed the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Oklahoma City Thunder is the most insane team I've ever seen in my entire life.
You literally just there's this one video that I forget who made it on YouTube, but it just goes through every single move that was made in the 5-year period of time of like 2016 to 2021, and just how everybody kept being like, take our first round, take our first round, take our first round. Oh, this guy, he's not that great. His name's SGA. You can take him too.
Dude, even without SGA, that's still one of the worst trades in history.
Dude, they're literally about to, within the next 3 years, have 3 of the top 5 players in the league.
I remember when those trades went down and we were just joking around in a group chat, sending the amount of picks the Thunder had. And
I sent the meme of the kid in middle school shooting a basketball. I'd be like, OKC scouts are at this game right now. And it's literally 8 years later, and they're the best team in the league, and they're going to be a powerhouse for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I was going to say decade probably, because they got, even if you took SGA out of the equation, like you said, they got Holmgren, who this year is going to be a top 10 player.
Williams
is the other one who's going to be a top 10 player, and they have a ton of, facilitating bench role players to use. They said when, that whole thing happened, be patient and you're going to get what you want in the end. And they have, and they're going to keep getting what they want.
Want to hear what it is? Their bench would be a playoff team.
Oh, yeah.
That's how good they are.
It's insane.
The Oklahoma City Thunder's bench would be a playoff team.
What's the record this season?
16-1.
Okay, I was going to say they have one loss, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Literally only one loss.
And I don't want to hear from you Pacer fans the Pacers would have won the finals.
You were never going to win the finals.
Relax.
Come on.
In the moment, okay, you took them to 7 games, but
they wanted to win.
It's not even that.
No,
It's just,
I know,
everyone knew the Thunder were so much better. It's just
everybody knew the Thunder were going to win all year long. Everybody knew the Thunder was going to win. Like,
no, some people maybe thought the Nuggets would give them trouble.
I thought that in that Game 7 series, I was
yeah.
like, if the Nuggets win, then they're going to win the title probably. But I was actually surprised the Nuggets didn't, because I was like, yeah, they're the ones coming in being like, yeah, this. What did he say?
Would you rather have prime SGA or year 6 Simbular? Do you know who Simbular is?
No, who's that?
He's an Indian guy that was like 7'5".
Was he in the NBA?
I think so. But he had like a NBA 2K My Team card. He was.
Yo.
I never heard of him.
I'd rather have Simbular. Because you know why? Because Simbular doesn't need to get free throws to get points. You know, I saw something on TikTok the other day. It was pretty funny that, you know how people say every time you turn on the Oklahoma City Thunder game that SGA is at the free throw line? Every time I turn on the Chiefs game, Rashee Rice is getting a screen pass. And it's 100% true.
It is true. It's very true.
But in first place right now is the Pistons in the East, 15-2. And the last time the Pistons were actually good in our lifetime was 21 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say like mid 2000s. Like
the last relevance they had is when LeBron beat them by himself in 2007.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was it? 8 straight years they made the conference finals.
Something like that.
It was either 6 or 8.
And they only won once. Just goes to show you it is harder than people say, even though the same 5 teams win.
Definitely. I mean, and
the parity has gotten better.
Then also, you were working for your baskets in the NBA. That was like just teetering towards the edge of the, like when fouls really started.
That's a great question. Who wins present day OKC or Big Three? OKC, I think present day.
Present day.
Present day. Come on now. Big Three couldn't get it done. Like they made one finals.
Yeah, but then they also they ran into
Harden dipped after.
They ran into a buzzsaw in the hungry LeBron and the Thunder and the Miami Heat. But honestly, it's just this team right now is just too good because their 1 through 10 is better than at least 80% of the league. Like usually you'd be like, oh my God, they're 4 of their 5 starters are elite. No, the Thunder have elite 10 people. Like that doesn't make any. That shouldn't be a thing. It's just
that is pretty crazy.
They could probably win like 67 games.
You know what? It's almost reminding me of remember what was the year AD was coming out of Kentucky, and that entire team was literally like their front 5 and their back 5 were going in the first round.
Yes, that was when they had Devin Booker, Willie Cauley-Stein,
Kid Gilchrist too was on that team, wasn't he?
Oh, I think we're mixing up the years. I think.
I was gonna say
Devin Booker was with Towns.
Yeah, he was with Towns.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the year we were still in high school. I think it was 2013 because AD was coming out, and it was that year Kentucky literally had like.
But people forgot how horrific that Harden trade was for the Thunder at the time.
It was terrible.
They traded Harden for Jeremy Lamb.
I know they wanted him gone though too because he was starting to cause issues, and they were like.
And they also didn't want to pay him.
Yeah. I wouldn't have paid him, honestly.
I keep seeing rumors about AD to the Knicks.
I keep hearing that.
And I don't know why.
Why would they? How would they? What would they trade?
Towns. I would rather AD than Towns.
No, I don't want AD. He doesn't play.
AD would probably miss half the season.
I was going to say, he is.
You want A Disney?
A Disney.
No, genuinely, he doesn't play. He's injured all the time.
Yes.
Look at the Mavericks. They just set themselves back 10 years because of that trade with Luka.
That was so intentional.
That was so rigged. I need that to come out one day. That someone has to come out and leak it. That Adam Silver called them up and be like, "We need the Lakers to be good again. So can you give them Luka and we'll give you the first pick?" Like, please, someone come out and leak it. I need it in my life because I'm gonna go crazy thinking about it because that's what happened.
I feel like it hasn't really worked out for either of them.
It hasn't yet. I mean, we're
20
games into the season.
But 18. The Lakers have Luka, who's 25 and is 26 in his prime, and he's a top 3 player in the world.
Yo, it's funny because I had heard that he had gotten into shape and stuff like that, and he really hasn't. I mean, he's still Luka Doncic, he's good and stuff, but I remember hearing that online and being like, "Oh, I'll put the game on."
But
I didn't see if he is.
But them showing him getting into shape is like when they would show Ben Simmons working on his jump shot in the offseason. Everyone knows it's fake.
That guy.
God. You know what's my favorite meme right now going on Twitter about 9? They posted, they wrote, former first-round pick J.J. McCarthy might be out with a concussion. And all the comments are like, you're super duper ass when you have to be referred to as former first-round pick. He's already a former first-round pick, and he's played 7 games.
I know.
He is horrible.
He's not good.
Why don't we jump
the 9 thing? I'm sorry to keep stressing on it, but I'm like, I feel like that was literally, you're just asking to be made fun of now.
So my question is he already considered a bust?
I can't automatically consider him a bust because this is his first year starting, and yes, he looks very bad, but it takes guys time sometimes. So maybe if he plays like this next year within the first half of the season, then he's a bust. But right now, I can't strictly jump to put the bust label on him.
I think the problem is that you've seen a guy in Justin Jefferson, future Hall of Famer, who's produced mightily with guys like Nick Mullins, injured Carson Wentz in his 30s, injured Kirk Cousins. And this guy comes in and Justin Jefferson is a ghost and he's useless. And it's just very telling of the type of quarterback they drafted. They got the exact opposite of what they needed for that team.
Yeah, they really did.
I feel like the only team J.J. McCarthy would win games for is like the Niners because of how great of a coach Kyle Shanahan is.
At 9.
9 plays for the Niners.
Oh, man. Oh, God. That would just start a whole bunch of memes that we can't even keep up with.
I remember there were like rumors about, Jim Harbaugh might trade Justin Herbert and draft J.J. McCarthy. And I was laughing. I was like, dude, he's not an idiot. Like, he knew he was ass.
Herbert's going to be a Charger forever, first off, I think.
Yeah. And just like he just said right now, it's not like he's being thrown into a bad system. He's been thrown into the system.
Yeah. Like,
you got an amazing offensive head coach who turned around Sam Darnold's career. He honestly, you can even say he turned around Daniel Jones' career because he sat behind Darnold for half the season.
Yeah.
And he went to the Colts and probably took everything he learned from O'Connell. And then O'Connell gets this idiot that's calling himself 9 and making meme faces in the locker room. And he's like, what in God's creation did we just draft?
Why did we make this stupid trade?
But if you're going to ask
Sean
me,
told us the Jets were going to take the quarterback. We believed him.
If you ask me, J.J. McCarthy is already a bust, and I think it's time to move on, accept your loss, or else you're going to set your franchise back a decade because your team is too good to be wasting it.
They're going to give him another year at least.
If they do, they're cooked.
I just don't see it working there or anywhere, to be honest.
I thought he was going to be a very under the radar guy this year.
I just saw what I saw in college that he didn't do anything spectacular. He threw 3 interceptions to Bowling Green. Like, Bowling Green stinks. Like, he completed 10 passes and he signed the camera like he did something. J.J. McCarthy, 15-0. Like, they cheated too. Like, everyone forgets they cheated and won.
What?
I didn't forget.
They came out. There was a scandal that Michigan cheated because they knew what the opposition's plays that season.
Oh, yeah, I remember when that happened.
And he still went top 10 in the draft. He got taken over Bo Nix, who lit the league up in college when he was at Oregon that last season. It's just baffling to me. And once again, I feel like a broken record saying this. When Sean Payton, an known offensive genius, is celebrating about a quarterback he didn't get, you know there's problems with this guy.
Yeah, he's. Let's just move on from 9 because I'm getting tired of saying 9.
So the Bears and Eagles are going to face off on Friday afternoon at 3:00.
So weird.
Yeah, the Black Friday edition of NFL. The Eagles fans were crashing out this past Monday. They're all crying on TikTok saying, Patullo needs to be fired. He's a terrorist, this and that. Some guy called the cops and said, there's a man threatening terrorist activities at AT&T Stadium. I need him arrested. That's a team that's 8-3 currently, and you got fans acting like this. God forbid God forbid. I wish the Giants had a season like last year, and my offense is a little shitty the next season while we're 8-3. Nick, imagine that. Imagine having a down season and you're 8-3.
I was gonna say if you're calling and making threats like that, I would say you're
false
not well,
terrorism.
I would say you're not
Sports.
well adjusted to begin with.
Yeah, you might need to spend some time away somewhere. The fact that I'm sorry, that's crazy to me.
I'll show you the TikTok.
No, I believe you. I believe you that it's a thing. I just am like, you should go to jail for a long time, man. You can't just say there's terrorist things happening.
That's something like people tweet as a joke, but you don't actually call them.
No, that's when they'll put you on the watch list.
People do anything for clout nowadays.
Yes,
that's
I know.
The problem.
It's sad.
We got guys calling cops threatening terrorist attack activities, and I'm sitting in my car eating Five Guys.
But yes, the Eagles will be fine.
Yeah, they're going to be fine. I don't think.
I mean, like capital FINE. They will be fine. If you're an Eagles fan watching this right now, you are, if not the second best, third best team in the entire league. You will be fine. Relax. Just because you blew a 21-0 lead to the Cowboys doesn't mean you're not easily going to be in the NFC Championship.
Curious what the comments are going to say. Are we
like? I can't even. If I were a Giants fan, Nick, and they were 8-3 and they lost a game like that to the Cowboys, would you react like that?
I'd probably be a little upset.
Yes, you would. You would
not in that type of way.
Okay,
I'd be like, all right.
Okay, maybe you wouldn't call the police saying there was, terrorist activity.
I think we're getting too hung up on the threatening part.
I'm sorry. It just bothered me a little bit.
I agree. It's idiotic.
But I think that people would overreact, to be fair. But I would feel like I would take the L and move on. If it kept happening after that, then I'd panic. But
yeah, I feel like every time they lose, it's as if they're bracing for that to be the turning point, the pivotal loss of the season.
They are.
Everything starts to downslide.
They're an insecure fan base.
Yeah.
They are very insecure, and I'm sorry to say. And it's not like I don't give you guys your flowers. The 2024-2025 Eagles is probably one of the 5 to 10 greatest teams in the history of the sport.
We're not criticizing the Eagles.
But the fan base is why everyone hates your team.
Yes.
You guys are the problem, not the team.
Jalen Hurts is a great dude who's probably 8 to 12 best quarterback in the league. But you guys make him hated, and you make it seem like he's actually top 3, which doesn't make any sense. And you have this insane team drafted by the best GM in sports. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't care about.
I don't think anybody hates Jalen Hurts more than you do, though.
I don't hate Jalen Hurts the perspective. I hate Jalen Hurts the narrative.
Imagination.
And
Jalen Hurts the narrative.
Yes, Jalen Hurts the narrative.
Oh, that was pretty funny what you sent the AJ Brown when he gets 100 yards and a touchdown.
Yes.
that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
AJ Brown is becoming such an unlikable person.
How do they manage to have
many people hate him?
How do they manage to go from TO to TO?
I know. And this also, we didn't see the TO signs right away with AJ Brown. It started last year when he wasn't getting,
Was it the book?
Yes.
The book reading?
It was the reading the Bible on the sideline.
Olivia has a nice question. As it stands, who's your Super Bowl winner pick? I'm still sticking with my Rams back from August. Rams are winning it all. The Rams will beat the Broncos in the Super Bowl.
The Rams have convinced me.
I think probably it just feels wrong not saying Rams because they've shown so much this year.
You could be different.
But I don't think Denver is going to, and that's my.
You know who I think
AFC
is the one team that could give them a problem in the NFC Championship?
Denver, or well, you said NFC, so no, never mind.
I think Detroit.
I think Detroit is going to be that team.
If it gets into a track meet,
Detroit would be fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing.
We got screwed out of a Detroit.
Chiefs Super Bowl.
No. Detroit Bengals Super Bowl.
Bengals. That's right. It was that year.
Bengals
it was that
Super
year.
Bowl. And then they had the 5th down, and then the
the phantom not first down last year with the Chiefs and the Bills.
Oh, well, yeah, that was different. I'm talking about 2023 when Mahomes had the game winner to Mecole Hardman in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs played the Bengals that year in the AFC Championship, right?
Yes. Because they lost to the Bengals one year. The next year they played them again, and that's when they got the 5th down.
No, that was 2022.
Was it?
Because
I can't keep track anymore.
I think because earlier in the day was when Purdy got injured and the Eagles had the free win. And then the night game was Bengals-Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year, the night game was Niners and Lions because it flip-flops every year.
Nick, jump in here because I feel like I'm losing track.
Look up who was the 2023 AFC Championship. It was Chiefs and Bills.
I'm pretty sure.
No, that's what it was.
Okay,
It was the Ravens and the Chiefs when Lamar choked. That's what it was. Remember when John Harbaugh decided to change his game plan when they were the number 1 rush defense and Lamar threw it 40 times when the Ravens were home? That's what we got robbed of Ravens-Lions Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That was dumb of them. He just kept throwing.
They were the number 1 rushing attack in the entire league, and they didn't run. They barely ran.
Was that the round before, though? It says 2023 was Chiefs-Bengals AFC Championship.
The 2022-2023 season. And
it still would then technically be 2023.
So then I'm talking 2023 into 2024.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the 2022 Super Bowl was Eagles-Chiefs.
Yes, 17-10 Chiefs.
Yep. Dude.
Yes, I do remember that.
Dude, the Ravens held them.
It was like, oh, look, this is working. I better have Lamar throw the ball 80 times.
Yeah.
The worst part about it is his fans have no excuses because the entire second half, his defense shut down the Chiefs. They didn't score a point. They did nothing the entire second half.
Yeah, I remember watching that, and it was actually aggravating.
I was the biggest Ravens fan that day.
Because I remember George now saying that
chat.
I will love Lamar forever if he's the one that takes down Mahomes.
Yep, and that's when I became his biggest hater. I mean, I'm not a hater of Lamar, but I just don't like people.
Lamar the narrative.
Yeah, Lamar the narrative. Oh, Walia, who is the biggest bust in NFL history?
Probably either Jamarcus Russell or Ryan Leaf.
Yeah, I think Ryan Leaf.
I think Ryan Leaf probably overtakes it solely because we got to see more animation from Ryan Leaf, like in the post games and stuff like that. Like Russell, I feel like you more just kind of heard, like, oh yeah, we gave him an empty film case, and he said he watched it, and there was no film. Like,
so I got another one that he might go down as the 4th or 5th worst.
Who's Zach Wilson?
No, Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts is bad.
Oh yeah, we
because I mentioned it on my TikTok today. He got taken over. Penei Sewell, Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Pat Surtain, Hall of Famer. Jamar Chase, Hall of Famer. Devontae Smith.
Easy with the Hall of Famer things. Like,
what do you mean?
We're like 4 years into their career. I don't like shouting Hall of Famer already.
I mean, they're on very strict trajectories to Hall of Fame. Surtain won a defensive player of the year as a corner, and only corners won, or 2 other corners have won that.
Charles Woodson, stupid,
and Dion.
Yeah, that's different.
And then there's also other All Pros in Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith were taken, J.C. Horn. So it's just when you think about all the talent that was taken after Kyle Pitts,
stacked draft.
Oh my God! And and the Jets and the Falcons found a way to find the 2 idiots.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I think it's Jamar. I think it might be honestly Russell because that was I think that was the Calvin draft.
Mm-hmm.
That was another
second.
That was the most. I think that was probably the most stacked draft ever.
Definitely.
Did that draft have J.J. Watt too?
No, J.J. Watt was the same year as Von Miller.
Okay, so that year was
2011.
Was that the Revis draft?
2007. Was it?
Can you look up that draft, the Jamarcus Russell draft? I need to, because I know that was the Calvin draft, and I can't think. I know that draft was so stacked. I remember
it was the Revis draft, and the Jets traded down to get Revis, or excuse me, traded up to get Revis.
Do you think that's the best pick the Jets have made in the last 25 years?
Darrelle Revis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Easily, right?
Yeah.
It's not even close.
No, it's not even close to anybody else. I mean, unless you want to. I don't even know when Mangold was taken.
Who do you think the Giants is, Nick? Eli?
Best pick
they've made in the last 25 years. It's got to be Eli.
Well, how could you not choose the one who won you championships?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what.
And then other than that, Odell. Like
technically, they didn't pick Eli.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
They technically didn't pick Eli.
So now I'm trying to think who's worked out for them that they actually.
Tuck?
He had a great career.
Tuck
had a great career for the Giants.
And the Raiders. He was good on the Raiders towards the end also.
Pierre Paul should have played his whole career with us, but you know.
Okay, so it's Jamarcus Russell,
Okay.
Calvin Johnson, Joe Thomas.
Oh my God.
Cedric Benson.
That's 2 Hall of
Adrian
Famers.
Peterson's in there.
3 Hall of Famers. Okay.
Marshawn Lynch.
Hall of very good. Hall of very good.
Yeah.
Darrell Revis, yes.
Hall of Famer.
Who was the Revis draft? He went 5th, didn't he?
Revis went 14th.
14th, really? Wow. He fell.
Uh,
I'm thinking
after that, there's some solid guys, but nothing
Just
Hall of Fame.
give me the top 15. Just
Top
name
15.
the names.
Okay. Jamarcus Russell, Calvin Johnson, Joe Thomas, Gaines Adams, Levi Brown, LaRon Landry,
Solid player.
Adrian Peterson, Jamal Anderson, Ted Ginn Jr.,
longevity. I'll give him that.
Amobi
Okafor.
Jaleel Okafor.
Yeah.
Patrick Willis,
Hall of
Marshawn
Famer.
Lynch,
Big time.
Adam Carricker,
Wow.
Darrell Revis, and Lawrence Timmons.
Wow. Yeah, I think it has to be Russell just because of how much
How
many people they passed on. Wow.
There's even Joe Staley's in there later. He's solid, right? He had a
He
solid
was
career.
good. He's on the Niners.
Greg Olson.
Damn.
The tight end.
Yeah.
He was good for a while.
He won 1 or 2 All Pros. He was very good. But yeah, the Eagles and Bears are clashing. I think honestly the Bears are kind of a little fraudulent, just a little bit
This season, you mean?
because I feel like
I don't think they're ready.
that's a great term. They're not ready.
They
They have the signs, but
they
they
definitely do.
I feel like they just have to keep having fun and
Exactly
doing what they're doing and they'll
Learn
get there.
This year, what you know for a fact you can do next year.
But I think this is going to set up for next year being expectations and okay, now you have to beat good teams.
Yeah,
and stuff.
you have to win the division. Like
yeah. They're first in the division right now, which is actually
that is
insane to me.
crazy to think with
Thanks,
how
9.
like
What?
I said thanks 9.
Thanks,
yeah.
9. I think
It's all
Detroit's going to win the
9.
division because Detroit is going to put up another 50 burger on them.
I'm not saying that Chicago is a bad team, but if you look at their record, they beat a lot of bad teams.
Yeah, and they had to come back and beat a lot of bad
Yes,
teams.
definitely.
Like the Giants, they came back down 10. That should not have been a thing. But you know, the Giants are Mr. Fantastic at losing.
I think honestly, back to the Giants, the play that got Bowen fired was in overtime. The Jahmyr Gibbs run.
Oh my God,
He was untouched.
his first touchdown run. Did you see how many tackles he broke?
Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs, the 5'8" guy.
That one though in overtime, I don't think a Giant touched him. Past the line of scrimmage, maybe.
He's so fast, man. Like he is ridiculously fast.
And
He just makes fast people look
Not fast.
The best part, Timmy, is our GM did not fire him. It was the interim head coach fired him.
Wow, that's. I mean, make him the head coach now. That takes some guts.
I have a genuine question. How short of a leash would he have had if Thomas was the head coach from week 1? Like, just pretend our friend Thomas was the head coach.
Thomas all of a sudden has made it to the NFL.
And he's the head coach of the Giants. How short of a leash? With you know how he crashes out every week.
Bowen?
Yeah. How many weeks would he have lasted?
When did the first meltdown happen?
The Cowboys game.
I want to say after the Broncos game, then he would have.
Yeah. I think so, too. I would have done the same. That Broncos game would have been
fair,
the last straw.
It sounded like Mara wanted to, and then he kind of cooled down. It was like, maybe it's not the way.
Maybe it's not that deep.
And then he moved on, and it was like, okay, this guy sucks.
I think to bring it up again, he's the worst hiring we've made in like 30 years.
He was awful.
But let's jump into an insane player. JSN is chasing 2,000.
Yes, he is.
He's looking to be the only man in the history of the sport to catch 2,000 receiving yards.
I hope he is.
And Timmy picked him to win the Offensive Player of the Year in August.
Yes.
And it's looking good. It's looking very good, Tim.
Thank
so
you.
how are you feeling about JSN? You think he's going to break it?
I'm really hoping that they don't, as it is said by my partner here, McCaffrey is very force-fed. I hope they don't force-feed him Offensive Player of the Year just because he's literally, doing everything. Because it's, this could be record-breaking, JSN.
Oh, are you saying McCaffrey? I was going to say.
I don't want McCaffrey.
I was going to say we're trying to hype up JSN here.
Yeah, no, I don't want McCaffrey.
McCaffrey will not get it because he hasn't had more than a 20-yard run this year.
That doesn't sound right.
Like 20-yard rush. He hasn't had longer than a 20-yard rush.
He's done plenty of.
Yeah, because he's just a freaking dump-off merchant this year.
So what?
What do you mean, so what? He has the same amount of touches as Jonathan Taylor. No, actually, no. He has more touches than Jonathan Taylor, and he's not even top 10 in rushing yards or rushing touchdowns.
I think Timmy.
He's the definition.
Yeah, hold on, Nick's saying something.
I think Timmy is saying if it works for them, why would they not?
That's what
He's the definition of force-fed. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He's not efficient as a runner.
Okay.
He's like Austin Eckler in 2021.
You hate Austin Eckler.
Because he was never good. He was only hyped up because of fantasy football. Austin Eckler is the best fantasy player in history.
He would go top 5.
I feel like Christian McCaffrey is much better than Austin Eckler.
Well, the difference is McCaffrey has had multiple years of being an elite runner.
Imagine he wasn't injured all the time.
Exactly.
I mean, that's honestly went out the window. No, it didn't. He got hurt last year.
Yeah, last year
I was going to say on the Niners he hasn't been injured, but last year
was the mystery. He's going to Germany for treatment thing was going on.
But I'm saying besides last year, every year on the Niners he's been very consistent.
Going to Germany for the specialist.
Yeah, he really was.
Hey,
he's in Munich for.
Speaking of European specialists, did Terry find a specialist? I heard he's coming back this week.
Really?
No, he just needed a bye week just in time.
He had a free vacation.
Just in time for me to go 7-7 and make the playoffs.
Yep. Who do you have to jump, Peter or Chris?
So me and Brovka were talking about this today. They would have to. They're playing each other at one point, so one of them has to lose out because they can't both lose out.
Yeah.
So one of them has to lose out, and now I'm kind of hoping the Marvin Harrison trade sucks for Peter because he's the more likely.
I'm telling you right now, if he doesn't play this week again, I'm going to send so many shit.
Well, you're not going to be in the chat.
I have ways.
Yeah, your brother. I'll just kick in. And
to be fair, some of the kicks this week were a little soft.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you're kicking,
I agree.
If you're kicking people from group chats in 2025, grow up.
I want to do some kicking.
But the Ravens have won 5 straight, and Lamar stepped up as the captain, took out the billiards tables, the ping pong tables, and the race car drivers.
The race car beds.
The race car beds. And they've won 5 straight, and are the Ravens back? They're in first in the division now.
I think the Steelers have blowing this written all over
them.
Literally.
You called it.
Yeah.
But also Rodgers got hurt.
Which I also called. I mean, that one wasn't that hard to call. He made it longer than I thought he would. I thought it was going to be week 8. He was
Did
gone.
You see the AIs when they lost this week of Mike Tomlin in the locker room? Like, good job, guys. We're on pace to go 9-8. So, and then everyone starts celebrating.
That's what it reads as, though. Like, they're perfectly content with being like a 9-10 win team.
Exactly. They're not.
Because, when's the last time they won a playoff game?
Oh my God.
That's a serious question.
2016, I think.
Yeah, against the Bengals, right?
When they beat the Chiefs to go to the AFC Championship.
Okay, we complain
against the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
We complain about the Yankees, but imagine they won the division every year or didn't win the division every year. Imagine they hadn't had a playoff win since 2016. We'd be flipping out, right?
Yes.
We'd be like, what's the point of making the playoffs?
We would be I'd be in a mental institution, honestly.
I mean, borderline should be win one anyway.
But I don't know enough Steeler fans. Are they like? Do they think they're gonna win in the playoffs every year, or is it kind of like they've subscribed?
Our friend.
That's the thing I've been wondering about. Is I'm like, every year are they going in when they make the playoffs to be like, this is the year, boys.
Or like the year when they got in with Mitch Trubisky to play the Bills. Yeah, we're gonna go into Buffalo and beat them.
The only year I could think of when I feel like they thought they were gonna win the Super Bowl was when
they started
11-0, and then the article was written, "Excuse my team's greatness," and it was all downhill from there.
And then Juju danced on the Bengals logo and they lost.
Set him up for failure.
That was the only year I feel like people were like, "Oh, the Steelers are legit."
Yeah. Let me just say, I mean, Steelers have a specialty in making mentally ill receivers, I guess, that are good at points.
Yeah, and George Pickens saved himself by being traded for a bucket of bolts.
Well, I still think he's kind of mentally ill.
Yeah, but I think he's held under wraps a little bit more.
He's in a different scenario now where I think that he feels okay knowing that like he's going to be getting the ball, but also CD could probably be open if
You know, also another thing that's underrated, I think Dak is a very good leader that they buy into his shit, even though they lose the division.
They do.
Even though they lose every year in the first round. But
exactly.
But it's just
there needs to be something else to buy into than just I'm going to have a borderline MVP candidate season. You're going to get 1,000 yards. You'll get 1,000 yards. Javonte, you're going to be a top 10 running back.
And then I'm going to throw 3 pick sixes in the divisional round.
Exactly. I'm going to throw it to the middle of the field or, take a knee when we don't have timeouts.
It's a very underrated phenomena in life.
What?
A successful hate watch. When the Cowboys went to the playoffs.
Didn't we talk about this like 2 weeks ago?
Not that I remember, but when the Cowboys hosted the Green Bay Packers in the wild card game and got eviscerated, hate watch successful. Yeah. That was a great day for me.
I was gonna say I'm not a hater, but I do not root for rival teams in the playoffs. It hurts my stomach.
Never.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe they should switch quarterbacks when the playoffs come. Yeah, maybe. Who's a quarterback that's only good during the playoffs? Nick Foles?
I was gonna say, when else have we ever even seen him play? Good only in the playoffs.
But our good friend Shedeur Sanders got his first career start and won.
Oh, baby.
The first time in 30 years a Browns QB made his debut and won a game.
Want to know what I learned this week about him?
What?
His name is S-H-E, not S-H-A.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been typing it a lot, so I knew that already because I complain about him all the time. So if you're a Shedeur Sanders fan and you're watching this right now, I don't
think about what you're going to say.
I'm going to think about what I'm going to say next. He's not good, but he's whatever. He's just a whatever pick. I don't think he's a great starter. I don't think he's going to take them far. He didn't really have to do much. He completed 6 passes past the line of scrimmage. That just goes to show you how dominant their defense was that day. But he's not the answer for the Browns, and he's not an amazing quarterback.
He's all right. He's all right. He's whatever. But is Stefanski not a terrible offensive coach?
What do you mean?
Has this offense been stagnant for years under him?
Yes.
Kinda.
So, what are they looking at in him?
Well, I mean, he's proven to be a winner with them. He's done great things. He's won Coach of the Year twice. I don't understand why all of them want him fired so bad because they think he's sabotaging Shedeur. You're actually mentally ill if you think people were saying he intentionally took out Shedeur at the goal line.
The whole thing. Yes, he doesn't want to give him stats.
You have to be mentally ill to actually think that. They did it with Dylan Gabriel. I don't understand. I only know this because I have Judkins in fantasy. They ran the wild card at the goal line every single time. So why are you so mentally ill that you think that this one coach sees Shedeur Sanders? He's like, oh my God, I got to ruin his career. He's too popular. I hate him. I hate him so much. I want to ruin his career. Why do you think that? Why do you think everyone is against you, Shedeur Sanders fan? Answer the question in the comments, please.
The Wildcat.
What?
You said wild card when you were meaning to say Wildcat.
Whatever. Wildcat,
Which, speaking of Wildcat, I actually thought the Jets should have been doing that more with bringing in Fields and whatnot. But
yeah, you would think.
Regardless, we digress on to whatever the next
But
thing is.
I want to see Shedeur Sanders battle tested against a good defense. That's all I have to say.
I don't even know who they play the rest of the year.
I could care less. I just want to see him play a good team because the Raiders are not a true test of if you're a good quarterback or not.
Any team in that division right now is like borderline not a good team, specifically when it comes to defense.
What, the AFC North?
Yeah.
The Ravens defense has tightened it up after the
I mean, when you go from the bottom of the toilet to
when
the top of the toilet, I mean, it's a big jump. But yeah, Shedeur Sanders fans, just relax. The world isn't out to get you.
It's also literally his first start, and I can't get over the whole everybody is out to get him and the NFL wants him to fail. We have never seen a true case of the NFL wanting to see somebody fail and setting them up so that they fail.
Just want to say, I said this again before the season started.
My ears are hurting.
Why would the NFL want him to fail? He would make them $1 billion. He is the son of a Hall of Famer. If he was insane, they would market him so well. He's got the look. He's got the personality. Why would they want him to fail? Why? What is the reason?
You're asking the wrong person. You're killing the messenger.
I just don't understand. What is this conspiracy that all his fans think?
There isn't one. There is. Yes, they do.
God. They're all saying
internet people think there's a conspiracy.
Oh, they're like, God works in mysterious ways. He fell to the 5th round because the NFL's out to get him. No, they're not.
If the NFL was out to get him, why are you even putting God in the same sentence?
That's what they're saying. Yeah, there it is. Nah, the NFL is against him. Yeah, you're delusional too, brother.
Who is it?
It's Ant.
And you're next out the chat.
But I keep harping on this. I don't understand why. He's so marketable, right? Or am I crazy, Nick? He's got a cool celebration. He's got the personality. He's got all the tools to be the face of the NFL, but he's just not good. That's just what it is. George, at the end of the day, he's not good.
George, I'm not one to believe in conspiracies, so I don't think the NFL is against him. I think he's, at best, a decent quarterback. Is that a fair statement?
Yes,
like his
I agree.
His peak.
I agree. At best, he's
serviceable.
Yeah, like Phil.
Like if you have a good team, you could probably win.
Yeah,
with him.
Like he's not like a JJ McCarthy who's a deterrent to your team.
Deterrent.
Honestly, who he could probably be like. He could be like Bryce Young, where he's just like painfully average and he has one decent game every now and then, but he
leads them to wins.
Yeah, that he's never gonna go farther than like maybe a playoff appearance.
Yeah,
that's what his career is gonna be.
I don't know. Bryce Young's got time.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's too inconsistent to be the guy. Even though I'm a big fan of
his accuracy is just not there. Like,
his decision making too. The NFL is against him. No, they're not. They're not against him.
I mean, I think they're just seeing your reaction.
Yeah, George.
Saying,
they're just rage baiting you now.
You can't rage bait a rage baiter. But the Panthers don't make any sense to me. I saw a stat yesterday that they're 6-0 when they win the coin toss and they're 0-6 when they lose the coin toss.
That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Oh.
So let me know when you win the coin toss so I can put all the money on you.
I'll literally put my entire account on the money.
But they got this industry plant running back in Rico Dowdle who's playing out of his mind this year, and they just don't seem to want to use him. No, like I know I joke about him, but like he's actually playing very well.
Yeah.
And last night, it seemed like every time last night he touched the ball, they moved the ball, but they would like do stupid plays to cause the drive to die, and it's just they make no sense to me. Their secondary is like borderline elite. They were like top 10 in pass defense, and their run defense is lower half of the middle of the pack. But they're just a weird team. They're in a division where they can so win it. Their division's so bad.
Yeah,
and now with
Baker
injured, he's guaranteed to miss some games. Teddy Bridgewater ain't winning games for the Bucks.
That guy's still walking around.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I thought he was.
Michael Penix is back in his double knee braces,
Yeah.
and the Saints are wow.
Yeah, that's what I feel like the Panthers. But if the Panthers don't win it, that's more concerning.
Yeah, honestly,
the seas have parted.
Twitter like that. That'll give me vibes of that year the Giants won the division when they were like 6-10 or something. What was that?
No, the Commanders won it because remember when the Eagles threw?
Yes.
When they brought in
Tyson, they brought in
Tyson Bagent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
TJ says Sanders needs heavy PR training. Yeah, because you heard what he said after the game.
No, I don't listen to what this guy has to say.
He said, "Oh, that was just from a week of practice. Imagine if I had an entire offseason to prepare."
Jackass! What a jackass!
And people wonder why they can't stand him and his fans.
Let's move on from Shador. I feel like we're really harping on this one.
His fans are peanut brains.
What we got?
Do you think the Pats have a chance to make it deep in the playoffs? I don't know.
No, I think that maybe they'll make I don't think they'll get a first round bye.
I think the Broncos will beat them out.
I think they'll get the bye.
So my problem with the Pats is
they give 2 buys out now.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Only the top seed gets it.
Okay, good.
But my thing with the Pats is they're very slow starting games lately.
They are. They will let the team they'll start out with it and they'll go 3 and out.
And then the other team will score.
Will look really good. And then by the time it's just teetering towards halftime, they make these crazy few plays to get points on the board.
And that's not sustainable.
No.
Especially if you play a team like Denver.
Exactly. Denver.
I think they're another team like the Bears the Bears that this year that they're gonna have fun and maybe they'll win a playoff game, but they're gonna learn from this year and then make deep playoff runs. If that makes sense.
As long as they have Vrabel at coach, they will always be in the playoff contention.
I'm just saying, when you lose in the playoffs, all of a sudden you learn
I can't
push over the edge.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
It's going to be Drake May's first year in the playoffs. It's going to be most of these guys' first year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just had Diggs.
Yeah. And I brought this up last night. Talk about when the Bills originally got Stephon Diggs, you thought to yourself, all right, man, Allen's going to take that big step. He's finally got that wide receiver 1. Diggs has been unlocked. This guy that's been in Minnesota all these years, and we knew what he had. He just didn't unlock that full potential. And he finally came out as the top 5 receiver. And you thought him and Diggs were going to win it together. And now all of a sudden he's on the divisional rival, reviving himself with a new future face of the league.
Yeah.
And the Bills' offense is just inept outside of
they look just not it.
Outside of Josh Allen playing hero ball.
Yeah,
I just had to get
exactly.
Their GM literally does nothing to address the fact that they have no receivers.
Yeah, there's nobody.
Have you ever seen a team waste a quarterback like this by not giving him not being able to draft a single decent receiver?
The most obvious answer I have is the Packers with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
for years
they had Adams at least.
They had Adams, but
and
they were
Cobb was a decent too.
He needs help, and they went and drafted Jordan Love, which, to be fair, kind of paid off. But it was a year where they were going for a Super Bowl. Not
he thought they were going to go for the. Yeah, I mean. I kind of understand the not full out conniption that Rodgers had, but being wait, why are you taking a quarterback?
I'll give you another example. Even the Eagles, when Jalen Hurts first came in, they didn't have Devontae Smith yet. They didn't have AJ Brown yet. And within a 3-year span, they flip-flopped their entire wide receiver core and instantly became a top 5 receiver team in the league. And they already had Goddard, who was a solid tight end.
Bark.
Yeah, there you go.
But
it just seems like the Bills are they're we have Josh Allen, the best player in the league, and he'll just do it for us.
And he'll give it to Khalil Shakir.
Yeah, and Keon Coleman, who couldn't get open at Florida State, let alone the NFL.
Coleman is a
bum,
scratched the past 2 weeks.
He's a bum. Or what about last year when they traded for Amari Cooper, who's old?
And retired before he even started this year. Funny.
But Sunday Night Football this week's definitely a skip. I'm probably not going to watch it. Do you know who's it is? The Broncos and the Commanders.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Is it in Denver?
In Washington.
Imagine the Commanders win.
Imagine, but I doubt it. I mean, our favorite industry plant will be starting JCM, and Broncos are getting to that point where when do they play KC again? You mind looking that up, Nick? I feel because they already beat them once, and
is it like the last week of the season or one of the last weeks?
I have a feeling if it's Broncos Chiefs the last week and the Chiefs have to win to get in.
Oh God!
Will that be the most rigged game in the history of the NFL?
Oh, it's on Christmas.
Oh, of course it is, because the whole world will be watching the Chiefs get their refs helped. The second highest paid player on the Bills is Dawson Knox. Yeah, a guy who's not even that great. He's average.
When he was their tight end one, he was good. That guy. Yeah, he got like 8 touchdowns.
Dawson Knox, Mark Andrews. Do you know that meme?
No.
Do you know that meme? When LeBron did the video for National Tight End Day. Do you know about that?
I don't.
So there's a famous video, and he's like, "Oh, happy National Tight End Day to all the great tight ends out there." And like,
was he reading up?
And you can see he's looking at a screen while scrolling down at the top 10 list. He's like George Kittle, Mark Andrews, so many good tight ends, Travis Kelce. Then he says Dawson Knox, and all the comments are like, he doesn't know who Dawson Knox is.
Seriously.
It was like the Travis Scott apology, where he's just.
Yep, there it is. Yeah, shout out to all my tight ends. That's what he says.
So sorry to all my fans.
I'm so sorry. You know what's one of my favorite memes was when it was the NBA Finals and Durant got injured and Drake was like,
I have seen that.
And everyone uses that as in like, oh man, Jalen Hurts got hurt or like something like that.
Ah, shucks.
That's a good one. But my hot take of the day is I think the Broncos will win the AFC. I've already stated that.
Yeah.
If they get the 1 seed and the AFC has to run through Denver, I don't see a team beating them in Denver. As long as Bo Nix doesn't throw like 4 interceptions in a game.
Exactly. Gotta.
RJ Harvey.
Yeah, baby. Finally gonna get some attention.
Yeah, right. So we're gonna jump through Sunday Night Football because we all know that game's gonna be a shitter. Most people probably aren't gonna sit down and watch that game unless you're a Broncos fan. The Giants are on Monday Night Football.
Oh boy.
And they get to face the New England Patriots, the first 10-win team in the league. Our defense gets to face Drake May, who's had a couple down weeks, and at least in the fantasy department, he's been playing fine. But
can you say get right game?
I'll find something else to watch.
I mean, I did on the Thursday night game against the Patriots.
No, our secondary is good according to Zach.
Yeah,
Jive Sports.
Jive Sports.
Shout out Jive Sports.
Where are you,
Go
Zach?
subscribe. I think he's working.
I get his point about people being out of position throws you off, but that does not explain what's going on with the Giants secondary.
If
they were all in position, they would still be bad.
I just want to know why is it that we have this insane front seven and we're just not like utilizing them. Why is Abdul Carter playing QB spy? Why did we get him to play QB spy? Why did we waste a top 5 pick on that?
Because we had Shane Bowen.
Yeah, there it is. Maybe this week, honestly, can they just run mid blitz every play? Just blitz every single time? Because we have Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter, all these guys, and Dexter Lawrence, and we're not utilizing all of them at once, which is probably why our secondary looks so horrible because they have to cover for 10 seconds. But I don't have an answer. I think the Giants defense is going to get eviscerated on Monday night.
Eviscerated? What is that? Oh, I just thought of, do you remember the Ascension?
From what?
The tag team.
Oh, yeah.
I thought eviscerated, like when you said that, because I feel like they used to say that or something. Eviscerate you.
But that's enough NFL for now. The big news out of the baseball world is the Mets traded Nimmo. So as a Met fan, Timmy, what is your thoughts about that? Wearing in the Mets hat right now.
It needed to be done. They need to make these moves in order to show that maybe they still can win a World Series. Maybe.
I don't.
I wasn't a fan of the trade.
You weren't a fan?
I don't. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a fan of seeing him go. I'm not a fan of going to be seeing any of these guys go, but
I just don't like the player they got in return.
I don't know enough about him, to be honest with you.
He's 35, batted 230.
He was an MVP candidate 3 years ago.
Ultimately, though, to free up space.
I'm trying to think of his NFL terms comp.
Because I keep hearing they want to sign Bellinger, and I don't think that'll happen.
They need pitching.
That's the thing.
Like really bad.
There's no good starting pitching.
Like if the Tigers are stupid enough to give up Schoolbowl, you guys need to give up everything possible to get him.
We're gonna get to the Yankees in a minute, George.
Yes,
because I just have something to say about that.
So, do you think the Yankees should sign Edwin Diaz?
I would not complain about that, but that's gonna bring me to my point. Al Steinbrenner, a billionaire, was complaining about how fans don't understand the Yankees might not have made profit this year.
What?
Because he's trying to defend his payroll
thing. Payroll thing. I get that.
And I'm just gonna say, in these economic times, with the amount of shit you charge for tickets, you're gonna complain about that.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted to say. Hal could go fuck himself.
Yeah,
the chicken bucket is like $27.
Yeah, dude.
And they give less chicken now.
I was gonna say they don't even give the correct amount of pieces.
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't usually get angry about stuff like this, but that actually pissed me off. Like your whole fan base is probably middle class, and you don't understand. We don't make profits. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, man. Screw you.
Not getting into a political rant. Just
but I agree. No, there's a line.
Michael, I 100% agree. He said Nimmo's gonna be the next Daniel Murphy. He's gonna go win a batting title with the Rangers. I could see that.
I could probably see it happen.
100%.
Daniel Murphy's fall off was quick though.
Yeah,
I remember. He wanted one last fuck you to the Mets.
I mean, he had 2 elite seasons with the Nationals, and then he was already
elite.
Yeah, he was. Dude, he won the batting title.
I know, but elite is
if you leave the league in average, you're elite.
But by the 3rd year, was he not looking for a job somewhere else?
Well, yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
Just asking. You're getting so defensive, man.
I'm not getting defensive, but I want to. Oh, speaking of Daniel Murphy, he carried you guys to the World Series, and then he just completely disappeared.
Did nothing.
I wouldn't say he carried us to the World Series.
No, he was red hot.
He was hot.
He was scorching hot.
Yes, I mean he hit 7 straight home runs.
Yeah,
broke the record. But yeah, not many did much to help us in the World Series.
I feel like no matter what, Familia's performance will overshadow anything Daniel Murphy might or might not have done.
I mean, that game,
he blew what, 3 or 4 games?
I think 2
of them.
Because Harvey blew the other one.
Well, they also were because he closed it out against the Dodgers in that game 5. They were Familia.
And then game 1 he blew.
Yep.
And then they were so scared about him blowing another game, they didn't bring him in for game 5. Instead, they kept in Harvey.
They kept Harvey.
That's honestly
that
to this day
one of the worst decisions ever made.
I would have, if I were him. I know, hindsight 2020, but no, it's very obvious what they should have done, but they were too stupid because it's just
they were too scared.
The Mets will Met. The second he gives up a base runner of any kind, you take him out. They waited until he gave up two straight doubles. Because it was 2-0. He gave up 2 straight doubles, and then that's when they took him out.
That ruined the Mets' chances and pretty much his career.
Yeah,
he was pitching over his inning limit for what surgery he had, right?
Yeah.
So and he was never the same after that.
Never. Dude, his ERA was like a touchdown per game.
I mean, not that the 1 inning would have done much, but the points, his arm was going for it, destroying his arm for the ring.
I mean, the Mets also ran into one of the better teams of all time.
They were a juggernaut.
Yeah, that team was so stacked. Their hitting was really good.
Still trying to figure out what to choose here.
But the Rangers are still in last, Nick. We'll jump to hockey a little bit right now. And I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to the NHL, but I know the Colorado Avalanche are freaking dominating, man. 16-1 in regulation right now.
I joked about this. Is that not one of the aesthetically worst records to look at?
Oh, yeah.
16-1-5.
Yeah,
but yes, that's an awesome record. But the Avs are good, and their stars are dominating, and their goaltending has been good.
Honestly, what a bounce back trade that they made for the Rantanen incident because they didn't want to pay
Yeah,
him.
Natchez
is such a stud for them, man. And Kel McCarr has got to be one of the greatest defensemen ever in the history of this sport. He has no flaws in his game. It's actually insane.
So it's funny. We're gonna hype him up, but they're gonna be one of those teams that people won't care about until they do it in the playoffs again. They did it the one year, but like their elimination game record is pretty bad. Their game 7 record's pretty bad. So like people kind of have that doubt in their mind.
Dallas, Carolina Knights, only team that can rival the Avs. I have freaking Knights are good, man. Dallas has got to learn how to get past the Oilers.
The Knights have been struggling lately.
Do you think that's Andrew in the comment section? Well, he hasn't questioned anything yet, so I guess it can't be him.
But Carolina has the same issue Carolina has every year, is that they don't have an elite player. They have one. They have a bunch of very good players.
Well, you wouldn't consider Aho elite?
No, he's very good.
So what's considered elite then? Or how many elite players would you consider there are? Like 15?
At most.
So he's not a top 20 player, you think?
No, he's a good player, but he doesn't.
He's not a game changer.
He's not going to drive the offense like a Draisaitl would, or
McDavid or
McDavid
McKinnon.
or. He's good defensively too, but like there's guys that are like he's not on Barkov's level either. So like if you look at it both ways, where they want him to be a two-way center, he's not the best at that, and he's not the most elite points. He's just and that's not disrespectful. He's like a
7 out of 10 out of everything.
He's not going to single-handedly win you a cup.
Yeah.
If he had an elite winger, he might.
Martin Nichas or Mikko Rantanen.
Yeah, well, Rantanen also. Well, he did get suspended, but not.
I know.
He had another hit.
I just want
the next game.
I just want to say one thing. Last year should have been the Avs year, but that game 7 was all-time collapse. That was so embarrassing.
That's why I'm saying I feel like people are wary to just give them the cup, because every year we're like, this team is so fun to watch and they're amazing. And then they get to the playoffs and they've lost to the Kraken. They lost last year. They had the COVID bubble year. They lost.
So God, I forgot about that year.
Kiviranta had like a hat trick. But the Avs are very good.
It seems like a lot of the teams have that one team they can't get past, and it's very like funny to look at. Like the Leafs have the Panthers and Lightning, and then
the Islanders have the Hurricanes.
The Islanders have the Hurricanes.
The Leafs, Bruins too. They struggle mightily.
Yeah. But they're a non-factor now. But
they've had it.
And then the Rangers are the Panthers, and then the Oilers are the Panthers. It seems like the Panthers are the number one. If you go down the list, a lot of elite players in the league.
No, I think people throw out the term elite too much in the NHL.
Where do you think the line is set? Like,
didn't you kind of just ask that?
I feel like
I'm trying to say, like, who's the last?
I feel like a lot of times,
who's the worst elite player is my question. You think?
Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
So where would you rank him in the top 20? 20th?
No, but if you're looking at forwards,
I don't know.
I don't think he's
top 10-ish.
Where would you put Jack Hughes? With his uncut hand.
With the uncut hand, 15.
I think he's in the 8 to 10 range.
9-ish, I would say.
Well, all right, let's round out the first 10 then. Okay. McDavid, McKinnon. Draisaitl.
Are we only going forwards?
No, all of it. McCarr.
Okay, McCarr.
Are we including goalies? No, we'll just do skaters.
We'll
just do skaters. Be way too annoying.
Yeah, because then there'd be too much.
Pasta.
I was gonna say Pasta. I wasn't sure what you guys were thinking on that.
Kucherov
for sure. What's his name on
Rantanen? Where is he in the top 10? In like 7 to 10 range?
I don't think he's in the top 10.
I wouldn't put him in the top 10.
I think Matthews is top 10.
Yeah. I just think he's in the bottom half of it.
Jack Hughes,
top 10.
Crosby.
We said Hughes was like 8 or 10.
Michael did bring up a good point. Kirill Kaprizov, Crosby.
Mm.
It's amazing that Crosby's in that because he's 38, 39.
I was gonna say,
It's not even the age; is that he's been playing since 2004.
Literally been playing.
But you asked me where the line is. I feel like the line is a player that can take over a game.
Yeah, we said
Immediately.
we said Cooch. We said Cooch.
Like, and I feel like
you're Cooch, bro. We said Cooch.
Like a game, like it's cheesy to say, but a game changer, like someone that like comes out and it's like, holy shit, like they just put the team on their back.
Mm.
And to be fair, it could happen to random guys, but elite guys, it happens multiple times in the season.
Would we put Eichel at elite level?
Yeah.
Yes, he's very good. He's a very good two-way player. Yeah,
I was gonna say the two-way is what kind of does it for me.
What about Mark Stone? You think
what was it like?
He's very good.
Last year in a row that Eichel had scored,
something like that.
He had like an insane streak. Because I just remember you being
like, Quinn Hughes is being buried by the Canucks and their hopelessness.
Do you think he'll be a Devil soon?
No, I don't think he'll be a Devil, but I don't think he'll be a Canuck either.
Did you hear what the Jack Hughes family said? They want all three of them to be Rangers. I'm like, that's never happening in 10 trillion years.
Why do they want that?
I don't know. Maybe they were Ranger fans growing up.
I mean, I wouldn't complain. I'm just saying.
Jack Hughes is busy on my IR dating Tate McRae instead of scoring me fantasy points.
That's just what I'm. That sums up all your talk.
How are the Islanders doing?
They're doing decent.
They're doing
actually.
fine.
I'm just asking.
Schaefer is still good.
They should have definitely tied up that game the other night, but they didn't. Stupid.
All right, before we do the pepper picks and finish up, right now, who do you think is the Stanley Cup favorite? I know it's so early, but
it's very early, but I feel like it's almost hard to not say the Avalanche, even though like
I think they're the favorite, but my pick as of today would probably
Stars look pretty good.
I think it would be I hate to say it so much, but Vegas. I don't know.
I'm just thinking the Oilers, unless they fix their goaltending, no chance.
Yeah.
Is there any goalies available to trade for?
Insanely hard to.
No, it's kind of hard to trade. Well, I mean, there are, but
you know, it's funny you bring up their goalie situation. My dad's like, because we were talking about how great Spencer Knight has been for the Blackhawks, and he's like, yeah, the Panthers traded him there for pretty much nothing, and now he's going off. My dad's like, oh, why didn't the Oilers trade him? I'm like, yeah, the Panthers who have taken 2 cups from the Oilers, and they're going to give the Oilers the one thing that they need. That's really going to really smart. Let me tell you.
It all adds up.
Yeah.
I would say the Stars, but I feel like I've said the Stars the past few years, thinking like this is the year they do it, and they never. And they
Panthers when Barkov and
I don't think Barkov's coming back.
And has the conspiracy that he's pulling a Mark Stone.
No.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he's coming back.
I just feel like he'll try, but I just don't see that.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Again, we still have the EFFIE Lifestyle Christmas special for anyone watching right now. If you subscribe, DM us EFFIE, EFFIE. You get 20% off any order, handmade bags, blankets, all that type of good stuff. She made me a nice custom Giants blanket. Amazing. I use it all the time. And don't make any complicated logo. She got mad at me. She goes, someone asked for like a Jets logo. And I'm like, just write the Jets. Like they're gonna love it anyways. But like I said, anything custom, blankets, bags, your girlfriends will love the gifts. But EFFIE Lifestyle, EFFIE.shop. And let's jump into our week 13 pepper picks right now. The last thing of the day. Right now, Timmy is 3 ahead of me. Yeah.
Woo, woo.
And I am in the fast lane to eat this thing.
You're running out of time, George.
I am running out of time. I tied it up a couple weeks ago, and then we went back and forth. And then last week was horrible for me. The Seahawks were covering until 20 seconds left. And the Lions got down early and couldn't cover the spread, even though it was so obvious they're going to win that game. But just 13.5 was just too much for the Lions. So, do you have your picks ready?
I have my picks ready.
Let's throw the records on the screen.
So, I think we talked about it earlier that Detroit being at home on Thanksgiving against Green Bay is going to be a huge factor, along with the factor of Green Bay just being frauds. So, I have Detroit minus 2.5 in Detroit over the Packers on Thanksgiving. I just see the Packers can't stop the run game, and you can't stop the run game like he always says. You're not going to stop Detroit. So I think that one is surefire. I'm not going to say his catchphrase because he got annoyed last time when I did. And my other one is actually going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars in Tennessee minus 6.5 over the Titans. Jaguars are on a tear. The Titans are on a whatever opposite is of tear. So
a fix,
yeah, sure. No, they suck. They're in just terrible position. They're at the point where they don't care anymore either. So I think that the Jaguars will very, very, very easily cover that. So that's what I got, and I'm gonna pass it over to George.
Well, I am in a rut, and I need some wins.
He's going to pick the easiest lines he could find.
I know.
It's not about. There's no such thing as an easy line because
there really isn't.
It was a joke.
Because Vegas is very.
Yes,
George.
We get it.
Very cryptic.
It was a joke.
So, I want a reason to be excited on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
All right. So, there is one thing that's always a guarantee, that these games are always crazy. So it's somehow going to be close, especially with a certain someone coming back.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow will be returning Thanksgiving night. Even though the Ravens have won 5 straight, Jamar Chase will be back. And I said last night, if you're facing Jamar Chase this week, just pack it up. It's dropping like 45. Their defense is absolutely horrific, but 7 points is too much.
Jamar Chase is going to make up for the game that he missed last week.
Yeah.
He's going to put up like double the stats.
Double the stats. So Bengals +7. Second pick, even though they let me down last week, I still trust them. And whether it's 9 or the undrafted guy or the whatever you want to call it, they're back home, 10.5, Seattle, easy money. And JSN is going to whoop this defense to shreds.
I hope so.
Did you see what Profka?
What did he say?
You forgot one thing, Sean. No, I fixed Brian. Brian is not the point taker anymore. He's the point giver.
Ridiculous.
I have abs over the Lions in the cup. The Lions.
How are you going to acknowledge that?
George, stop.
Oh, I was like, I thought it was a real comment.
No, it's for Rafka.
I forgot. I thought it was a real comment. It's not that funny.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you started reading over it and thinking about it, and I was like,
well, either way, those are our pepper picks. Love them, hate them, fade them. Timmy's got Jaguars, and I already forgot your other one.
The Lions.
The Lions. So we got 2 Thanksgiving games that we're gonna have to be watching.
We're king of the forest. The Lion, the cowardly lion. I don't know. Me and Grace were watching Wizard of Oz last night.
Did you see Wicked Part 2 yet?
No, not yet.
for good.
I'm seeing it Friday.
We're gonna see it next week. Well,
My-
Grace saw it today, but I didn't.
How did you say it was good?
She really liked it. What were you saying, Nick?
My brother refuses to go with his fiance and see that movie. I was like, you can't just suck it up and
Dude,
watch
that's
Wicked.
crazy. It's not even a bad movie, honestly.
I was like, really? He's like, no. I was like,
Well, there's going to be some issues down the line, it seems.
It's not that deep.
They've been dating for like 8 years. I don't think anything would cause an issue at this point.
Okay.
If I told Olivia I wasn't going, she'd probably.
She's watching.
George would be kicked out of the apartment.
She actually, her mom just got her an early Christmas present. It's the Dorothy ornament.
Oh, that's cute.
So she's like, now we got to get Elfie and Glinda. I'm like, I'm good. And she's like, excuse me.
Well,
she takes her Wicked very seriously.
So does Grace.
Yeah. You've seen the Broadway show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
I still think it's the best one. But those are our picks. Love them, hate them, fade them. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to our second ever live stream of Valley Sports Pod, episode 17. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around. We had some technical difficulties. They're going to get that fixed.
ASAP.
Yeah, we had some mic problems, but I think I figured out what the problem was. So, with that being said, until next time, and there will be that next time, this is George from Valley Sports Podcast. Give me 189 Dive. That's a wrap. Episode 17 in the books. Episode 17, the Philip Rivers edition, the Mike Wallace, the Matt Martin edition. We met him twice. Like, Matt Martin played on the Islanders for 50 years, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Already, week 13 of the NFL on the horizon. Week 12 in the books. It's already Thanksgiving. We started this podcast and we blinked and it's week 13 already.
It's crazy.
We're going to blink and it's going to be the second year of the NFL that we'll be doing this podcast. So stick around for the ride. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow. Check us out on TikTok. We just hit 500. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We appreciate
Shout out
it.
Long Island University. Your last game, you got a great win. Amazing season. We'll try to get some more games next year.
For sure.
Timmy, give it to me one more time.
Nick, flip that switch.
Bye, everyone.
George, flip that switch.